Good evening, good evening. This is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue on my part series. The week that was college football history and review, the 1959 college football season. Now it's week two, September 26, 1959. Start with Syracuse. Syracuse beat Kansas 35-21. Wake Forest beat Virginia Tech 27-18. Tennessee shut out number 3 Auburn 3-0. Outweighed Volunteers ended 24-game unbeaten streak of Auburn after having missed early 28-yard field goal drive. Tennessee end kicker Cotton Lettner kicked 20-yard field goal in the second quarter after 41-yard drive. Volunteers blocking back linebackers Ken Stadler found pitch out that glanced off Auburn fullback Ed Dyers for recovery at Tiger 44-yard line and tailback Billy Majors rushed wild looking to pass. Prince 20 yards to 24-yard line, then followed with 11-yard pass to Mike Lasorsa to set up Lettner's boot. Defensive back Majors also contributed 2 crucial interceptions, halting Tigers' sole penetration of Volunteer 20-yard line. So Auburn tackle Billy Wilson stopped Tennessee's fourth quarter threat with fumble recovery at Tiger 32-yard line with 2:40 left. But when Plainsman quarterback Richard Wood tried the long pass, headback James Pettis, Volunteer fullback defensive back Neil Solly picked it off. Next, we had a top 10 matchup between number 1 Louisiana State and number 9 Texas Christian. Louisiana State, number 1 team in the country, beat number 9 Texas Christian. Louisiana State won 10-0, winning their 14th straight game. Bengal Tigers scored their 10th points in the second quarter as sophomore halfback kicker Wendell Harris hammered 29-yard field goal 4 plays into the second quarter. The quarterback Warren Rabb threw 45 yards touchdown pass to halfback Johnny Robinson 4 minutes before halftime. Early in the fourth quarter, Texas Christian sub fullback Merlin Pretty was thrown bad at LSU goal line as Horned Frogs failed in 4 tries inside the 6-yard line. LSU star halfback defensive back Billy Cannon was an infrequent runner, but exploded Horned Frogs' late game threat with interception return to CCU 7-yard line. Number 16 Georgia Tech beat Southern Methodist 16-6. Number 16 Georgia Tech beat number 6 Southern Methodist 16-12. SMU quarterback Don Meredith entered new season with mountain of press clippings, but Georgia Tech quarterback Fred Brazelton stole the day's headlines. After his early pass was dropped in the end zone by halfback Billy Polk, Meredith threw second quarter touchdown passes to halfback Frank Jackson for 22 yards, halfback Glenn Gregory for 37 yards. In between Tech's Brazelton pitched touchdown pass to end Jim Powell, so SMU led 12-7 at halftime. Brazelton threw touchdown pass to sub end Fred Murphy for a 13-12 lead. A short pass that fullback Taz Anderson turned into 13-yard gain, 33-yard run to SMU 12-yard line. Contributed to decisive full field goal drive, ended when Tech halfback kicker Tommy Wells came on to make 28-yard field goal. Trying for comeback, Meredith pitched short passes of 9 and 9 yards to halfback Tyree Wilderman and 7 yards to Gregory and 5 yards to end Bud Jones. Engineer sophomore guard linebacker Jack Moss picked off pass at his 34-yard line and returned it to 41-yard line with 1:32 to go. Still, Jackets were required to punt. End punter Gerald Birch's spiral went to 7-yard line. So Mustang halfback Jackson fielded it, and Georgia Tech needed tackle Toby Dees last possible tackle to knock Jackson out of bounds on game's last play after a 50-yard return. Next, Indiana shut out Illinois by a score of 20-0. Number 12 Ohio State beat Duke 14-13. Buckeyes opened scoring in first quarter with 58-yard march to halfback Bob Ferguson 15-yard run off right tackle. It took until fourth quarter for the next score. Duke halfback Jack Wilson plunged over from 2-yard line, but 2-point pass was incomplete. On ensuing kickoff, Blue Devils center Ted Royal recovered halfback Tom Maddie's full fumble at Ohio State 30-yard line. So twice Duke moved within field goal range, but 40-yard and 33-yard kicks fell short. But on second field goal try, Duke and Bob Fetzo out-hustled Ohio State center Dick Anderson for a loose ball at the 1-yard line. So fullback Jerry McGee scored for 13-7 lead with 4:47 left. Matty, Ohio State coach Woody Hayes' second choice as replacement for quarterback Jerry Fields, lost to injury in first half, ran for 12 yards and passed 3 for 6, 55 yards on winning 7-yard drive, culminated with his 22-yard touchdown pass to end Chuck Bryant. Kicker Dave Kilgore's extra point won it. Northwestern beat Oklahoma 45-13. Oklahoma's number 2 in the country. Where was 1960s clairvoyant? What was 1960 clairvoyant Jenny Dixon to warn Seminoles not to order fruit cocktail? On Thursday night, 13 Oklahoma players suspiciously were stricken with food poisoning after dining at Chez Paris restaurant in Chicago. Sooners report that waitresses asked about players' positions and starting status before serving fruit appetizers to key Oklahomans. Chicago Glamblers were suspected of the plot, but Oklahoma complained little afterward. Saturday's game and driving rain saw early breaks for Wildcats. Block quick kick by guard Joe Abatelli. 9-yard punt to midfield by Sooners quarterback punter Bob Cornell. Those breaks were 2 good punts against win by quick quarterback punter Dick Thornton and between staged Northwestern 13-0 lead. Gastronomically impaired quarterback Bobby Boyd lateral to halfback Dick Carpenter, who shot 7-yard touchdown pass to halfback Brewster Hobby to bring Oklahoma back to within 13-7 in second quarter. Then Ruth fell in on nauseous Sooners as Wildcats halfback Ron Burton, who had 117 yards on 11 carries and 2 touchdowns, ran for 62 yards and 7-yard touchdowns. In Paul Yankee caught 2 touchdown passes, and defensive end Albert Kimbrough raced 47 yards to score with interception of ill-timed Sooners lateral by Boyd. It was Oklahoma's worst defeat since coach Bud Wilkinson came to Norman in 1947. Missouri beat Michigan 20-15. Texas A&M beat Michigan State 9-7. Notre Dame beat North Carolina by a score of 28-8. Number 15, Texas beat Maryland in a shutout 26-9. Terrapins got off on the right foot in their visit to Austin, driving to Texas, 114-yard line with fullback Jim Joyce, who carried on every play but one promptly fumbled to show off their speed. Longhorns sent halfback Jack Collins flying for 86 yards touchdown on Texas' first snap. Joyce contributed a pair of first downs on Maryland, moved 59 yards, only to expire again at Texas 8-yard line as halftime clock hit 0. So Longhorns reaped 2 fumbles and interception in the third quarter to lead to touchdowns by fullback Claire Branch, halfback Renee Ramirez, and David Russell. When dust had cleared, vanquished Maryland held wide, but super foolish advantage in offensive plays by 97-53. Arkansas beat Oklahoma State 13-7. Air Force beat Wyoming by a score of 20-7. And finally, number 13 Iowa beat California 42-12. Head-splitting New Year's hangover for Golden Bears carried over from previous January as Rose Bowl foes produced very similar repeat result. California scored in 2 plays. Quarterback Larry Parker's 56-yard pass to halfback Bob Wills, followed by halfback Grover Garvin's 10-yard touchdown run. But like game of recent January 1st, Hawkeyes piled up 475 yards of offense as fullback Don Horn scored twice. Quarterback Wilborn Hollis passed and ran for touchdowns, and sub-halfback John Brown, Big Ten 440-yard dash champ, sprint 60 yards untouched to late touchdown. Bears scrounged up their second touchdown on quarterback Wayne Crow's 36-yard scamper in third quarter, but it brought score only to within 35-12. Cal enjoyed balanced 319 yards attack, but lost 4 turnovers. So that includes a look at week number 2, the games that were played on September the 26th, 1959. So let's look at the AP poll of September 28th. Number 1 was Louisiana State. Number 2, Northwestern. Number 3, Mississippi. Number 4, Army. Number 5, Iowa. Number 6, Clemson. Number 7, Georgia Tech. Number 8, Notre Dame. Number 9, Tennessee. Number 10, Texas. Number 11, Southern California. Number 12, Wisconsin. Number 13, Georgia. Number 14, Ohio State. Number 15, Navy. Number 16, South Carolina. Number 17, Auburn. Number 18, Air Force. Number 19, Florida. And number 20, Syracuse. So that concludes a look at the games that were played September 26, 1959. That's week 2, September 26, 1959. The games that were played during that week 2 of September 26, 1959. I'll do a video of this magnitude tomorrow. Subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you can to support the channel. This is Rashad Mitchell. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.